My name is Michael Caligiuri. I'm a physician scientist. I am a leukemia physician as well as an immunologist. I am here at the City of Hope National Medical Center in Los Angeles, California, where I'm the president of the medical center. My laboratory focuses on human natural killer cells and has done so for the last 35 years. We explore receptors expressed on the surface of natural killer cells and their precursors to understand their development and understand what natural killer cells see once in the body. We spent a great deal of time focusing on translation of our discoveries in the laboratory into the clinic for patients with cancer. I'm also a scientific advisor for Cytovia. So natural killer cells have a natural ability to kill cancer cells, and that they are loaded with cytolytic granules as they exist in the body. And when they come in contact with a foreign cell, such as a cancer cell, they do have an ability to kill that cell. It's been shown in the laboratory over and over, as well as in experimental animal models. What's exciting about natural killer cells is there is early evidence now from multiple laboratories and multiple clinical studies that one can infuse natural killer cells that don't have to come from one's own body. They can come from someone else's body, and they do not have to be completely matched. That is, they do not have to come from a brother or a sister who's genetically identical to yourself. So that leads to a whole possibility of using NK cells, say from a single donor, and applying those NK cells to a multitude of different patients, which does a number of things. Makes access to the therapy available if you don't have a match, and also conceivably will drive the price down of such therapies because it isn't my T cells going back from my tumor, but rather being able to take one set of NK cells and grow them up in the laboratory and infuse them into a multitude of patients. So in that case, one can get scale, and therefore, hopefully this can be more affordable for more and more cancer patients. NK cells in the next 5 years will be used therapeutically to treat a variety of blood cancers, and we will make progress in treating a variety of solid tumors as well, such as melanoma and other types of tumors known as solid tumors. I think the field is very, very promising. We're now that we've been able to kind of crack the code, if you will, to infuse NK cells without this matching into a variety of patients. They're already packed with these granules. And now we're beginning to put the chimeric antigen receptors into natural killer cells so they can better find their way to the tumor. There's also evidence that infusion of natural killer cells into patients will not be incredibly toxic to those patients. Hundreds of patients have been treated with natural killer cells without the chimeric antigen receptor, and those infusions have, for the most part, been safely administered. So between their ability to naturally kill tumors, the ability to place a chimeric antigen receptor into the natural killer cell so it can find its way to the tumor, and the modest amount of toxicity which is seen on the infusion of NK cells all make me very hopeful that in the next 5 years we'll have great progress in the treatment of cancer with natural killer cell therapy.